Individual readers from every walk of life can put the Trends Journal Trends Forecast and Trends Analysis to practical use. Extra information to keep you well informed throughout the year when any current event of major social, economic, or political significance occurs. Trends Journal notifies its subscribers of their implications. When you subscribe to the Trends Journal, you'll also receive Trends Alerts. Visit trendsresearch.com today. That's trendsresearch.com. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. This information is too important to wait.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Dick Gregory talking about looking at the evidence, the facts, but also going with your soul, your spirit, your heart, your gut. And I've always liked Dick Gregory. I can tell, you just look in his eyes, hear what he says. He's real. He's veritas. Doesn't mean any of us are perfect, but like King David, we have a heart that's real, that loves good. And he was basically getting into what Martin Luther King said about the universe bends towards justice. And it's what Victor Hugo said. No army can stop an idea whose time's come. And he's right. The system's trying to come in with tyranny because they know humanity's waking up. Recap what you were trying to say as we ran into that break, sir.
Yeah. First, the general that ran the North Vietnamese army was named General Giap. And he wrote a book 35 years before we went into that country. And he said something simple. Give me an army that's willing to die, and I will destroy any army that's willing to kill. And so I say this to you, my brother. Give me the researchers that's willing to die, not kill. And we will destroy any army. I had a guy ask me, why don't you have bodyguards? And I said, okay, let's say you're my bodyguard. How many bullets you got in that gun? He said 9. I said, if somebody want to kill me, all they got to do is show up with 10 people. I mean, the mathematics is not right. And so what I said earlier, I asked you, and I'll ask you again, have you ever been on the cover of Time magazine?
No.
Have you ever been on the front page of the New York Times?
No.
Okay, the universe says, when I pick you, I'm the universe. I'm the same one that put the whole universe. When I picked you to do my work, I leave no footprints. You don't have to be validated by the New York Times or the Washington Post or NBC. When the universe picked you, that's the ultimate. And when you look at, let me just see, we too close to this. You know, have you ever bit your tongue, Alex?
Have I ever what?
You ever bit your tongue?
Yes.
You know how bad that hurt, right?
Yes.
Do you realize these young white children is sticking their tongue out, running 5 and 6 screws through their tongue, and they're not using painkiller? And we so busy laughing at them and thinking they're crazy. There's a universal law. When you start inflicting pain on yourself, then you better watch out because something's fixing to happen. And if you do the quick research, those of you that's listening, and find out why the Chinese hate the Japanese so bad, because when the Japanese invaded China in 1933, they gave the army instructions. Don't mess with the leaders. Find every young Chinese male with a tattoo on their body and blow their brains out, because tattoos represent revolution. Okay? And so what I'm saying to you, when I was a little boy, if I saw somebody with a tattoo, you knew you was in the presence of a felon. Okay? Now, and finally, then we get back to your question you asked. A butterfly, that little precious, beautiful butterfly, can fly all the way across the Atlantic Ocean, can fly all the way across the Pacific Ocean, but the bald eagle can't make that trip. So don't let nobody lead you to believe, because I got a mighty army in the CIA and I control everything, that they bigger than you. That is a game they play. You take a welfare mother that's pregnant. She can't read or write. When her 9 months pregnant is over, they don't have all the armies in the world that can come together and keep that baby in her. You see, revolution is nothing but an extension of evolution. Evolution is a gradual naturistic change that when it leads into revolution, that's quick change. And that happens when a mother gives birth, when an animal gives birth. And what you're doing, and people like you that have radio shows like this here, you giving the folks that's sitting there waiting on that gestation, that 9 months period, you giving them courage. You giving them something that they can look at. People can turn in and listen to this show and then go back and explain it to people. The hardest thing in the world is when the CIA and these thugs have control and there's no other voice they can hear. You're damn right they start making sense. They make sense.
Well, that's why they want to start shutting the web down. Dick Gregory's our guest. More key info straight ahead. We'll also talk about eugenics with him on the other side. Stay with us.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5 Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today.
Leading a frontal assault on the lies of the New World Order. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
I know I keep ranting about this, but the government did a secret deal with major insurance companies to steal the death benefits from the widows of dead veterans. That's Bloomberg. Totally confirmed. They've admitted it, and they say they're allowed to. They tell you core exit's not bad for you, DU's not bad for you, asbestos isn't bad for you. It shows you who these people are. They get off on being pure evil. And going back to Dick Gregory in our final segment, dickgregory.com's his website. I look forward to having him back in the near future. Dick, expanding on this overall issue, and I talk about this almost every day.
Sure.
I'm not bringing this up because you're a black man.
Yes,
but I've studied the globalists, and they admit they beta test things on disenfranchised people that can't fight back.
nature.
And I go back to the eugenics development in the U.S. about 90 years ago, and they said, we're going to test it out on these people.
Wait, hold it. About how many years ago?
About 90 years ago.
Okay, you know why I'm glad you said that?
Why?
What Hitler was doing with eugenics was created at the University of Virginia. Hitler was using our book.
Yes.
That was his blueprint for what he was doing. Come out the University of Virginia, eugenics, and they had it all put together and said, here's how we're going to do it. Now, if you Google Ebony magazine, where Dick Gregory said, birth control is genocide. Okay, now, I didn't just get on this bandwagon. You understand? See, I'm not like the King girl who a bunch of conservatives went over and they needed a blackboard to sit here and he say, here's how we're going to finance this. Let me tell you, I'm a black man with 10 children. I've been knowing for years, for every 10 white babies that's born, 3 of them die at birth. For every 10 black babies that's born, I'm going back now 50 years ago. For every 10 white babies that was born 50 years ago, 3 of them died at birth. For every 10 black babies that's born in America, 7 die at birth. So it didn't take too much mathematics to figure out if this system can get me on the same birth schedule as a white woman, they're wiping me out. Okay? And that's when I said, this is genocide. They know it. My grandmother didn't know it. A whole lot of people want to have sex and don't want to get people pregnant. Now, let me just tell you how corrupt I am. I had somebody call me one day from Canada, and and they said, we'd like to bring you here $20,000 for the Father of the Year award. I said, well, I don't qualify. The guy explained to me it wasn't a joke. I said, no, I don't qualify. I said, listen to me and listen to me good. I have 10 black children, which means the universal God had gave me the right to create 10 other gods. It didn't ask me what color was I. It didn't ask me did I have any money. It didn't ask me could I read or write. It says you have the ability to create another you. Now, 10 times. The problem is I never had an affair with my wife to create new life, man. I was just enjoying myself. Now, what's wrong with that? I never bought a car that I didn't know the year, the make, the down payment, the monthly notes, the insurance, and the trade-in value. Now, when I, Dick Gregory, got to look myself in the face and realize I put more planning into owning a damn car than creating God's new life, hey, man, I'm the problem. Don't look past me. Every time I get on a plane and travel anywhere in the world for a peace rally, I pay tax money on my ticket, which they use to buy bombs and munitions to kill children and old folks all over the world. So when the bombs drop on my grandchildren, I say, God, just give me the wisdom and the strength to understand it's payback time. This is what this is about. But I'm just glad that on this side, see, I grew up, man, and I was born in 1952. I'll be 32 when I go to the movie and see John Wayne, man. That's who I wanted to be like. When John Wayne said, if you right and they wrong, get your gun and kill them. It's until I bumped into this movement that told me it's not about killing. It's not about this. Man, I couldn't wait to get in the Army so I could kill me somebody. And let me just tell you something right now. If what you're talking about the veterans, how they treat them, let me tell you, Americans, something. Anytime you can wave your flag to get your young men and women to the front line of battle, but can't wave that flag when they come back to see that they get the care, that's not a flag you waving, that's a rag. And the sooner you find out about it, the better off everybody's going to be. I'm so damn sick and tired of the people that manufacture the munitions and all the ones that make the money on war who don't send none of their loved ones. They the ones that profit. One day, when the decent people move into a position, we'll say this. Anybody that make more war materials, you can't make no more money than 10% more during wartime than you make during peacetime, and the profits will go to the people who fight the war. The profits, when you got a Super Bowl, the winner shares in the benefits, and that's what we need need to do